Today we'll be talking about background corruption. Background corruption is a mechanic where in areas that are danger level 10 and higher, which in the main dungeon would be D10 and lower, in those areas your character gets corrupted over time. So you can see we're waiting here in settlement, nothing crazy in the inventory that would cause corruption, but after a few turns we get that corrupted prompt. That's background corruption kicking in. Now normally the amount it's going to corrupt you for is 1/1000th of a corruption. Now that might be adjusted based on your appearance score or your alignment. In this case we've got 10 appearance and neutral alignment, so it's going to be exactly 1/1000th of a corruption. And now if you've heard of background corruption before, you've probably also heard of this idea of the 90-day limit, where after 90 days have elapsed, the amount of background corruption per instance where it occurs is doubled. So instead of 1/1000th, it goes up to 2/1000ths. And that's been somewhat true in the past. That's what we'll be tackling today, is this 90-day limit. So let me reload the character. So we've got a character that's here before 90 days, and we're going to see how many corruptions it takes. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and there we go. On our 4th instance of background corruption, we got a corruption. This character was very close to their next corruption, so that's why that only took that long. So we got very late. So now, we'd expect if it goes up to 2 corruption points, or sorry, that's let's for simplicity's sake call 1/1000th of a corruption point, so I don't have to say 1/1000th a million times. So we'd expect if background corruption doubles to 2 corruption points per turn from 1, that it would only take 2 instances of background corruption. So let's reload this guy, go outside, and we're gonna wait even until day 99. So 95, 96, 97, 98. Okay, and we're on day 99. So go ahead and save the character there, and go into settlement and see how many times it takes to get that first corruption. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Uh-oh. There's 4, and now we got the corruption. So it seems like background corruption actually did not increase past day 90. But let's reload this character. And instead of waiting until day 99, I'm going to advance the clock to day 101. And there's 1. There's 2, and we got the corruption. So the trick here is that it was changed at some point from 90 days to 100 days for where the first instance of background corruption increasing happens. And to be fair, this is something that people are most likely getting wrong because of 1.1.1. The mechanics of background corruption have changed since then. There's one other thing we should address, though, with this, is the idea that it's doubling background corruption. So in this instance, okay, it took 4 background corruption procs, and then it went down to 2, so it seems like it's doubling, and in this case it did double, but it turns out that there are actually levels where the base rate of background corruption is faster. So normally these would just be D45 through D50, so those 6 levels. They're the base rate of corruption, assuming you don't mess around with Scrolls of Peace, is 3 corruption points instead of 1. And then past 100 days, it's not going to increase to 6 it's going to go up by 1 to 4.